Hey Pisces, it's Jill with the Healing Moon Tarot, and today we're going to do your June 2018 general reading. I have not been feeling well, and I decided that I was going to keep it really simple today, just do the one camera angle of the cards, and do a pretty simple spread, but something that covers many aspects of life, so I could focus on quality, not quantity, in the reading for this month. I've really enjoyed the readings I've been doing, even though they've been a little smaller. I think some beautiful messages have came through them for people this month, and I'm looking forward to doing yours. So let's get some cards pulled. My hands are very swollen and sore today, so I'm kind of moving in slow motion. So bear with me. All right, we have a Judgment coming out as our first card, and this card is falling in your mental energy this month. So we're doing, I don't think I explained it, we're doing mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, and then we'll pull a couple suggestion cards at the end. So Judgment's coming up in your mental space. So this may be you holding yourself or others accountable, or feeling like you're in this judge or jury kind of space. And although it is very important for us to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, we have absolutely no control over what happened in the past, and we have no control over what other people are doing with their lives. So I think it's important for you to evaluate some of this mental judgment that you may be dealing with this month. Are you being judgmental? Are you to yourself and others? Are you trying to hold others to some kind of standard you have decided to set for them, and instead of allowing them to just be who they are? How are you feeling about yourself? Are you being really harsh with yourself and giving yourself unfair judgments as well? And when you are judging yourself, is it coming from a place of goodness, and you're just holding yourself to your moral code, or are you judging nitpicky stupid stuff that really doesn't matter in the big realm of things? So this is some pretty heavy energies, and it can kind of make you feel crummy if you're coming at it from a weird angle. So if you find yourself in this energy of being judgmental, don't freak out on yourself about it and be like, this is exactly what I shouldn't be doing, and now I'm a jerk because I'm being judgmental. It's natural, it's normal, it's part of how we protect ourselves as human beings, is judging what's going on around us and trying to determine if something's safe or unsafe, or healthy or unhealthy, or whatever. But I think it's important to kind of keep awareness on, are we unsafe, or are we unhealthy? And if we're not, and this isn't a big deal, then what that other person's doing is none of my business. And I just need to hold myself to my own moral code, and I'm going to do stupid things, or say stupid things, or do things wrong, or make mistakes, but I get to grow from those things, and not to be really harsh on yourself and that kind of thing. But yes, hold yourself accountable. If you set intentions, if you set goals, if you are actively engaged in something, and then you're falling short of it, or you're not putting in the effort, it is. Say, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I meet this goal? Why didn't I stay fast to my moral code and do something that I actually see as wrong or unhealthy? But okay, let's pull a card for your physical space for the month. And we have the Emperor. The Emperor, every time he comes up, the word infrastructure is kind of the first thing that comes into my mind. So the Emperor is not in the nitty-gritty. He does not know every little detail. He's looking at things from a big picture. How is this going to affect this, and how is this system or this whatever going to affect that? He's this energy has a lot to do with schedule and routine and order. You know, this wanting things to run smoothly. And so with your body, this could be really calling into what am I fueling my body with? How, what activities am I doing? Am I maintaining a schedule? Am I, those kind of things are routine. Am I actively engaging my body to be the person I want to be? This it could be you getting really strict with some scheduling, or getting strict with your diet, or getting, as a word of caution, with the Emperor, idealism can play a factor with some of those kind of energies. So instead of getting caught up in things being perfect, I think it's very important, and this may be why you're having a lot of this judgy stuff in your head. And I talked about judging yourself and judging your body. If you get stuck in this idealistic thing, that can create a snowball that's hard to control once it gets started. So with this, especially with the two of them together, and I'm really looking at it, I think this calls into, yes, hold yourself to it. Yes, create schedules and standards and things that are going to help you move forward. But if you miss, something, or you cheat on your diet a little bit or whatever, and that's the thing, like, why do you have a diet? Like, you have a meal plan. Like, I hate the word diet. This meal plan and this lifestyle that I hope to encompass in my life. And hold yourself accountable, but without being too strict and idealistic with everything, I think is going to play a big role this month in your general health, and mental and physical health. So let's pull a card out for your emotional space. We have the Queen of Swords. So emotionally, you may not be in the mood for any BS this month, because the Queen of Swords is very to the point. She is going to speak her truth. She's going to tell you what she thinks. She's going to be logical and straightforward, and it's funny that this is coming up emotionally, but if you're being really hard on yourself here, that's going to show up emotionally too. You could be just really like jabby. Like, she does not have bad intent. She always feels like she's coming from a place of love, but sometimes when she's coming from a place of love, it really feels like she's gouging your eyeballs out. You know what I mean? Like, because it's just it's a force to be reckoned with, kind of. Like, I get this energy. I've had a lot of these women in my life, and I'm kind of one too, and I can get, without even meaning to, I can really hurt people's feelings, because I seem to be able to get to the heart of a matter really quickly, with little disregard of how it may feel to them to have me in their business that much, or to give that much of a, if you ask me for my opinion, I tell all of my close friends, do not ask my opinion if you're hoping I'm going to tell you something you want to hear, because that's not how I roll. I am if you ask, I'm going to give it to you. And it's not that I don't regard your feelings. It's that it's most important for me to be very direct with you, to communicate myself clearly with you. And sometimes people just take that a little harsher than what it's meant from me. So these are all very strong energies coming through for you, Pisces. You might just be in a really powerful place right now. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I talked about a lot of negative of these cards, but it may just be coming into this place of power. I'm going to be hold myself accountable. I'm going to have this structure and these systems in place, and I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say, and I'm going to be straight and direct and forward to fully communicate my emotional needs, my emotional state, whatever this, however you feel, because this is in your emotional space. So being able to be very direct with your emotions is, I think, an extremely important thing. And I think that's going to help you benefit this month. And you may just be feeling yourself this month. All right, you got this. I'm going to get this stuff done. And I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to be true to myself, and I'm going to be authentic, and I'm going to create something awesome, which is freaking cool, Pisces. I truly, truly hope that's how you're feeling. And now let's pull a card for your spiritual space this month. I can't grab a card. We have the King. So we have the Queen and the King coming out. So as far as your spiritual well-being, again, just in this space, these are very, very similar energies. This is just the feminine and this is the masculine. You may feel like you're in a very logical, level-headed space. You can make very quick, fast decisions. You know how you feel about this. You know what your connection is. I just feel this is a very empowering space for you this month of, I know it. I know how I connect to this world. I know my spiritual self. And that just helps add to this feeling of this is just you feeling good this month, Pisces. And I really, really hope that you're able to encompass all the great qualities of all of these cards, because they can help build a lot of momentum moving forward that can create some really beautiful things for you. So spiritually speaking, have those conversations. Think those thoughts. Continue to engage with it and continue to feel empowered by it. So let's pull a couple suggestion cards for you for the month, and we will go from there. We have the Six of Cups and the Three of Coins. Excuse me. The Six of Cups speaks of nostalgia. Yeah, there's younger people here, and there's this real authentic give and take. There's a sweetness, what's the word? Oh, English. I wish you were in my head. But this really sweet, caring, kind, innocent kind of connection with this card. And with the Three of Coins, which has a lot to do with being able to find worth in what you have, or find worth in what you create, and be willing to put it out there so other people can find worth in it too. Possibly something to do with your job. A lot of times this can talk about working with others, the two of you, or whoever, putting skills together and helping to progress a project, or you just being in front of others that would want to purchase from you or pay you for whatever the skill is that you possess. And I feel like these are all really big, heavy energies, and then our suggestion cards are like, keep it simple and have a willingness to connect, because both of these cards, there is a willingness to connect with others, both emotionally and connection with this is what I am, this is where my value is, this is what I create in this world, this is my art, or this is my this is the thing I wrote, or the thing I painted, or the study I did, or whatever it is. This is the work I've put in, and I want somebody else to help me progress this. So you may just need to keep it simple and stay emotionally connected to it, because that is important. Like, this could be something that you're pulling with you from your younger years, or that really has some sentimental attachment to it. Uh, I just feel overall, though, because I feel like you're going to be feeling this way naturally. So, what the actual suggestion cards are telling you is to keep it sweet, keep it simple, keep it kind of innocent. Be mindful of opportunities. This is a 3, so this is still like in the beginning stages of something. It's a potential for growth. It's a potential to move things up a peg by getting in with the right people, kind of thing. So I feel like things are headed in a really powerful direction for you, Pisces. What's going to matter is your perspective on these kind of energies and how you deal with them through the month. And by dealing with them from a sweeter, softer side, and trying to stay humble, like this person has enough ego to get out there and present it to somebody, but he still has enough humility to understand that he needs those people to help him to carry on his journey. So even though you may be feeling like queen bee, ruler of the world kind of energy with all of this up top, our suggestions are to keep it sweet and soft and simple and humble, which I think we all need to be reminded sometimes that that's important. All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I thank you for spending time with me. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, I'd love to hear from you. So just leave me a comment or find me on one of my social medias. My Instagram is listed below, and I do a daily card draw and do just a little blurb, some questions or ideas that the card evokes in me, that I personally use as part of my daily prayer and meditation. And I'm really enjoying interacting with some of the tarot readers on Instagram and some of you all that have found us. So please feel free to reach out to me there as well. I hope you all have an amazing month. I will be back in a couple of weeks with another reading. So hit subscribe if you would like to see that, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.